Now that Joe's incapacitated, Cam gets celebrated. It's a master class in kissing some Cam ass. Video of the day comes to us from liberal media hacks who can't get enough of Kamala Harris since she became the Dems presidential candidate. Roll it, Ethel.
The reason why he picked Vice President Kamala Harris is because he believed that she would be ready to lead from day one. He believed she was the right person to take over the campaign, and she is.
So once Harris got the nod from Joe, it was off to the races with endorsements rolling in.
I kind of fell in love with her. I thought she was smart, engaging, she's funny, feisty, twinkle in your eye, punch you in the gut.
The one thing Donald Trump feared was not having Joe Biden to run against. You talk about boxing.
Yeah.
He was used to going against Biden, right?
Right.
So what have they done? They've switched it up. It's going to be a southpaw now. Rocky's a southpaw.
Al Sharpton's like, please kill me. Sorry, Joe, the analogy doesn't quite work because, unlike Rocky, Kamala can't blame her bizarre speeches on repeated blows to the head. Adam, can you say one nice thing about Kamala Harris?
I mean, she's there.
Yeah. Good job.
I mean, if this is Rocky, then it's Rocky IV, and Biden's Apollo, and Nancy Pelosi's the Russian that kills him. But like Donnie Douche, he said he's in love with her, and now his sex doll is very jealous. I mean, CNN was so happy they actually cut to Jeffrey Toobin on Zoom. I mean, Stephen Colbert said his blood is flowing, so I'm happy he, it's that time of the month. But, Kamala said she wants to break barriers, starting with the sound. Every time she laughs, like Trump wants to shoot himself in the ear. It's just rough. Like, the media hates him. I remember when Trump got, he got found guilty. Joy Behar said she was leaking at Costco, and then there was a cleanup in every aisle.
And that's our commercial for Amazon.
Tyrus, they are laying it on pretty thick. It's, I mean, they don't even hide the fact that they all got the same bat signal.
Yeah,
you know?
I think, well, first of all, I have to disagree with you. It's not Rocky IV. It's Rocky V, the one we were supposed to not remember. Okay? So that's number one. But other than that, beautiful. They're acting like we haven't known her for the last 4 years or 3. It feels like 50. It really does. It really does. And you could make, now they're making the argument the reason why she was the way she was because she had to lay in the cut so Biden could do his thing, and she had to watch. And then one day she decided to go down to him and say, "Hey, it's my time." And he's like, "You're right." And he stepped aside. And she's this great, noble person. And you know what? Let's say this is all true. I'm willing to have a restart with Kamala, a complete restart. Maybe I've been wrong. And then we'll watch the next speech, and I'll go, "Greg, I'm sorry I wasted your time on the show talking about it." So no matter how you dress that box up in ribbons and sprinkles, when you open it up, it's still full of incompetence.
Dad, it is kind of like a microcosm of America. Like, the old guy won't leave the house, and you have this young hotshot lawyer who wants to buy the place. So she's got to get him out there, and he just won't go.
Yes, old guys do own all the homes.
Yes, they do. They do.
I happen to notice that.
Yes. Is she a role model for you?
I think, here's what I think. I think that the gift wrapping that Tyrus referred to can actually be more effective than Republicans think. I really do think that Republicans can laugh at this. You can see it because it is transparent. But the media was able to convince large swaths of voters that Joe Biden was okay enough to vote for and run again to be the president for 4 more years. A man who 2 years ago stood up in front of the nation and said, "I have oil cancer." A man who was routinely wandering around talking to dead people during the press conferences, they were able to convince this is the guy. So I honestly, I mean, can they make Kamala look cool and awesome and make her get people excited for her? Of course they can. It'll be a lot easier than what they did with Joe Biden.
No, it's true. They are going to turn her into something amazing, Piers.
We are very quickly into Princess Diana stage of the Kamala rebirth. In relation to Rocky, though, I'm a bit of a Rocky nut. I saw all 6 movies about 10 times each minimum. He actually had 57 fights, Rocky Balboa, in the course of the 6 movies. Some very quick, the early ones where he knocks everybody out on his way up, and lost 23 of them, which means Rocky Balboa's win record as a boxer was hovering around the 40% mark.
Wow.
Which means that if she is Rocky Balboa, she's going to lose 40% of the time. I don't know about you, but that's not a great sales pitch to be President of the United States. I'm going to lose 40% of all the wars I go into. I'm going to lose 40% of all the policy moves I make. So I wouldn't be too excited by that. Look, I think it's... Someone said it today on my show, which is a brilliant analogy. If you're on the Titanic and you've hit the iceberg and it's going down and the last lifeboat's gone and you look out, you'll jump onto any other vessel you can get your hands on, right? That's where we are with Kamala Harris. Last week, she was deemed generally by people on all sides of this debate to be completely useless. She was being blamed for why the black and Hispanic vote has been drifting away from the Democrats. A lot of black Americans felt very let down by Kamala Harris. And yet now I'm picking up the newspapers and turning on the TV and the general media, which is very liberal skew, we know this. And suddenly she's the savior.
Right.
She's been there the whole time. Right. In fact, what is crystal clear is that she's probably been doing the president's work the entire period, right? We just haven't been told the truth. So I think it's, look, I don't disagree with you. I do think that it can be repackaged very quickly. You've got the money storming in, you've got all the celebrities storming in, you've got all the grandees of the party, the Democrat machine is behind it. But I don't think American people are stupid and they haven't got short memories. And I think that when the honeymoon period is over in about a week, then suddenly we'll get into, oh, hang on, wasn't she the one who wanted to defund the police? Wasn't she the one who's made the immigration czar and said, don't come in? And 8 million people promptly came in, and so on. So I think the real battle starts in about a week. All right. And that's where we are.
Well, excellent prognosis. Up next, they put Biden on display to prove he's okay.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.